Jet 24 Action News at 6.
Good evening. We start tonight with Congressman Mike Kelly in town today, joining more than 150 business and community members, talking about promoting job growth in Pennsylvania.
Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. Ron Hilliard now in the newsroom with more on how global trade could impact you directly. Ron.
Sean and Jill, trade relations can affect the price of goods, and it so happens that many of the products that are purchased from the U.S. are purchased by people that live outside of the country. With talks around the world about a possible trade war, people are discussing why exporting goods is such a big part of our economy. According to the Business Roundtable, an organization representing CEOs of leading American companies, trade supports 1.4 million jobs in Pennsylvania.
This is all about jobs, right? Because we look at the economy as a global economy, and we know Pennsylvania plays a huge part in participating in that global economy.
And having international customers means big bucks. According to the U.S. Department of Commerce, last year alone in Pennsylvania, nearly $39 billion in goods were exported to foreign markets. The U.S. Global Leadership Coalition hosted Congressman Mike Kelly, former Governor Tom Ridge, and more than 150 business, political, and community members for a discussion on foreign policy on Tuesday.
Clearly, when we think of impacting global, you think of the military. But that should only be the third option. Diplomacy and development assistance go a lot further, and they're a lot cheaper in advancing America's political interest, economic interest.
Ridge, who served in the military and as the nation's Secretary of Homeland Security, says addressing people's humanitarian needs is good for America's image and brand.
It creates a respect and an admiration for who we are and our value system that is in our long-term best interest.
We are in a position to do such great things, not only for our own country, but be able to have an influence on the rest of the world so that we can continue to develop those relationships. It's good for our national security. It's good for our people.
Value system.
At the forum, they also talked about creating those relationships through study abroad and student exchanges. Last year, more than 50,000 international students contributed more than $2 billion to Pennsylvania's colleges and universities. Jill?
Okay, Ron, thank you for all of your election coverage. Turn to your local election leader, yourerie.com.
A man charged